Hello CNA students, this is teacher Gilbert from CNA. How are you doing? Well, I hope you're fine. In this video, we are talking about the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. Are you ready to review them? Well, you've already studied the present perfect and you know that there are many uses for it. Let's take a look at this example. He has written 16 books. This sentence is in the present perfect. We use the present perfect tense to talk about things where there is a connection between the past and the future. He started writing books at some time in the past. So far, he has written 16 books. And he may write more books in the future. As well as the present perfect simple, we can use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about events with a connection to the present. Let's study the following examples. I have painted the living room blue. Contracted. I've painted the living room blue. This sentence is in the present perfect. I have been decorating the house this summer. Contracted. I've been decorating the house this summer. This sentence is in the present perfect continuous. Well, in the first example, there is an influence, there is a result in the present. I have my living room painted in blue. In the second example, the action is unfinished. It is still in progress in the present. Well, I have painted the living room blue. The focus is on the result. The activity is finished and we can see the result now. On the other hand, I have been decorating the house this summer. The focus is on the action, decorating, and the action is unfinished. We use the present perfect continuous when the focus is on an activity that is unfinished, which means it is still in progress. Let's take a look at some other examples. I've read that book you lent me. This sentence is in the present perfect. I've read that book you lent me. I finished it yesterday. The present perfect simple, I've read, gives the idea of completion. On the other hand, we have the sentence, I've been reading that book you lent me. This sentence is in the present perfect continuous. I've been reading that book you lent me. I've got another 50 pages to read. The present perfect continuous, I've been reading, suggests that something is unfinished. She's been writing emails for 3 hours. Sentence in the present perfect continuous. She's written 10 messages. The sentence is in the present perfect. The present perfect continuous, has been writing, talks about how long something has been happening. And I use the expression for to describe a period of 3 hours. On the other hand, the present perfect simple, has written, talks about how much, how many have been completed. We are no longer talking about a period of time. I've worked for 30 years. I've worked here for 30 years. We can use the present perfect simple to talk about how long when we view something as permanent. I usually work in London, but I've been working in Birmingham for the last 3 weeks. The present perfect continuous is often used to show that something is temporary. But notice that sometimes there is really no difference in meaning between the two tenses. This is especially the case with verbs such as live, work, and study. Let's take a look at these examples. The first pair of examples are: they've lived in London since 2004, present perfect, and they've been living in London since 2004, present perfect continuous. In this case, there is no difference in meaning between the two tenses. Another pair of examples. I've studied French for 10 years. I've been studying French for 10 years. In this case, there is no difference in meaning between the two tenses. There is another pair of sentences. He's worked at the company since 2009. Present perfect. He's been working at our company since 2009. Present perfect continuous. In this case, there is no difference in meaning between the two tenses as well. The present perfect is used with the following time expressions: for, since, already, yet, always, just, ever, never, so far, today, this week, this month, how long, lately, recently, still in negations. The present perfect continuous is used with the following time expressions: for, since, how long, lately, recently. Well, now let's have some practice. Let's do some sentences, some exercise. Well, I'd like you to pause the video or even print the screen or copy the sentences in a notebook or a piece of paper. There are 14 sentences here. Well, you just have to complete the sentences with the verbs in brackets using either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous. As soon as you have finished, contact your teacher, show them your sentences, your answers, and ask them for some feedback. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.